Mics are live, and we are live. It says Overseas Idol Critique. Oh my god. Can we do this again?
Oh my god. No. I haven't watched that one. Do not, talk about it.
Oh my god. No, fun fact about that one. I know you said don't talk about it, even though I'm going to talk about it now because it's there. I can't believe all the things I prepped. I didn't change that. I didn't notice it until we went live. And I'm not going to restart that.
Can you change it mid-live?
I can, but it's going to be there forever. Like if you watch it, you're going to watch the first 3 seconds says Overseas Idol Critique. No, fun thing about that episode though, I actually was the moderator in that one, which kind of surprised me. I think I was in a really chill mood that day too, and basically Callie still hated my ideas because for those who don't know, Callie's doing her own idol show, which at the time was OIC related, but now it's just its own thing. I don't know if I should be spoiling that, but
no, it's fine.
But at the time, well, obviously I can spill whatever the fuck I want about it now because now it's just Callie's thing, but I was giving her at some point we were talking about some ideas about how to make her thing different and so on, and I actually was being very I think I was being very reasonable, and I don't think that anyone could argue that I wasn't. If anyone was being a little harsh, and she wasn't even that harsh, I'm not saying that she was the monster, but if anyone was being harsh, it was Tiffany, which is kind of funny because that comes from the performing side, but I just found it amusing that I actually was, I don't want to say disappointed with myself, I was shocked with myself that I was oh shit, I hear my volume there. I was shocked with myself that I was so reasonable about my views and my thoughts. But anyways, Ultra Podcast Z, we're live. We're here. We might be queer, and
maybe just a little.
Yeah, just a little. I think we're all a little bit queer. So if anyone watches DTLs, everyone knows that I'm totally down for Warren. I'm just saying. Leslie's gonna kick my ass. No, but real talk. I don't know why. I thought I could think of another word to rhyme with here, and all I thought I was queer, which also kind of tells you something. That was the first word that popped in my mind. But and we love deer. The deer that person body slams in that one anime. But another body slams, this is a suplex. Anyway, Ultra Podcast Z, episode 106. As always, I'm Manuel. As always, there's Konaru, half VTuber, half not.
I'll have my rig ready by next stream, actually. So.
Yeah, she's a oh my god, I'm such a dumbass. I'm what's in my head? I'm what's the letter before V? And it's U. And I'm she's a YouTuber. And I'm Manuel, that's a thing. I'm such a dumbass. I didn't. Oh my god. Because I was going to make the joke that you're not quite a VTuber yet. But but YouTuber is obviously with the U, but still, it's a thing, Manuel. Your jokes are fucking dead tonight. But yeah, we've been postponing the Ultra Podcast Z for a while. So if you're watching on Twitch, first of all, if you're watching on Twitch, the chat's open. I don't know. I think I see 1 or 2 people in there. Actually, funny enough, not in the chat, but on watching this on Twitch. Oh, they're all gone. Sorry about that. But if you do join us on Twitch, and I guess you won't hear this anyway, go ahead and get in the chat. If you watching on YouTube, then just watch the episodes. It's gonna be a nice chill one. But we've been postponing this for a few weeks. This is our back to school special. We're gonna talk about some of our favorite resources and some new stuff. We'll probably start with the new stuff. We'll go with the resources at the very end. We won't be on too long. We're just gonna get in, get out, and chill. If you're watching on Twitch, you might notice it says that Jasmine's going to be on this episode, and she still might be. We're just going to play that by ear. Apparently she thought it was tomorrow, but in the spirit of not canceling one more time, I'm let's just do it. Especially because I mentioned this on the DTL, not even this one, but last week's Drink Talk Learn, the drinking streams we do on Saturdays. I mentioned that I felt that, especially because we started a new gaming stream, A to J, I feel like the Ultra Podcast Z is falling by the wayside, and I have mixed feelings on that. I don't want it to fall by the wayside, but part of me also feels that if it did, we should have did it 6 episodes ago at 100. So until we get to another milestone, it ain't happening. Over my dead body, I will drag Konaru's VTuber rigged ass all the way to like
Oh my
California
God.
fighting TS. I will drag you here and put you on the show or something. But here we are.
Yes.
Yes. And
Yes.
so let's talk about what's been up, because actually, usually when I talk about the new stuff or whatever, host updates and stuff. Usually when we talk about that kind of stuff, like the episodes have been going on for a while. We've been in some sort of conversation with each other. Even me, like I usually only give update stuff on UPZs. I don't mention what I've been doing on Drink Talk Learns all that much, except like to the other hosts. So, and I haven't even been. The A to J chat's been a little dead. Like not. We've actually been doing stuff. It's been
pretty dead.
No, it's been really dead in terms of like us talking to each other. Because like when we do talk, it's like business things. For those who don't know, actually no one knows this. We have some interviews up today for some Crunchyroll Expo guests, the virtual Crunchyroll Expo that happens this weekend, and we have several other interviews in the works. So things are finally moving again on that front, which is both exciting and unusual because it's been so long. We're interviewing, I can't say who they are because they're still in the works and who knows what's going to happen. We're interviewing a rock band who does like some anime theme songs, and then we're interviewing a really big VK group, and then we're probably going to interview a handful of other people like in various capacities very soon. And yeah, so keep an eye out for all those. But besides those talks, usually the ADJ chat's just like a lot of people just talking about things. There hasn't been that much of that. So what's been new with you, Konaru?
Just working on VTuber stuff. That's really it.
Yeah, for those that don't know, Konaru's gonna be a VTuber soon. Like you said, next week she'll have a rig. This Sunday is your debut, right?
Yes, this Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Pacific Standard Time.
Maybe I'll like.
I'm gonna play Flight Sim.
It's actually funny because for those who don't know, we had like a couple months ago. Well, it was about 2 months ago now, I guess. We had this like not argument. We had this thing about where we were trying to set up. We host each other's streams, and I don't think she hosts us, but we definitely host her.
I host y'all.
Oh, you do?
I didn't. Yes, I have y'all like on auto host.
Oh, well, we
accusing me.
Well, A to J does have you on auto host as well, but you haven't streamed. You haven't like what's the past tense for stream? Strummed. You haven't done a stream lately, so I just found that amusing. For a while, I'm like, is it broken? And then I found out you hadn't done any streams since like July or even June. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long
It's been
while.
a hot minute.
Yeah, I need to resub again. Actually, I should sub for several months next time. But I'm pretty sure I need to resub, not just to sub to you, but also because my sub is literally being wasted because I haven't subbed to anyone. But yeah, I need to sub to you later on. I gotta remember that. I'll do that in a second. Actually, I'm not logged in to A to J thing. But anyways, anything else new with you? You're back home, aren't you? In Texas?
I'm still in Colorado. Texas is still freaking whack. So I ain't touching that shit with the 10-yard pole.
Cause you've been out of Texas for like 6 months now, I think, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's insane. But yeah.
I mean, if it's like COVID infested over there, I ain't gonna go outside. I better go outside here.
So we're speaking of COVID infested, yeah, it's pretty crazy here. I've been staying safe. If anyone's is that the Twitch? Oh wait, who's talking? Oh, it's not related to anything. Let me mute that. Hold on, that's someone else messaging me on Discord. Except for, like I mentioned, like I've been involved in a lot of streams. Been doing a lot more streaming stuff in general. By the way, speaking of subbing, because I mentioned that earlier, it's September, I believe, is what Twitch is calling it. So if you want to sub to either myself or Konaru or honestly anyone, but if you want to sub to us right now, it's 30% off this month. And I do think that is like a thing you could do, like obviously you could do this in advance for any channel, but you could sub to us for several months and still get that discount if I'm not mistaken. So So sub to us, and then yeah, it's only 30% off, and apparently it's like, you know, it's still, you get all the same benefits. We have a few custom emotes. Apparently I fucked up the way I uploaded it, but I'm gonna fix it later on. We have like 3 of them, but I put them on different tiers, so I'm gonna put them all on the first tier. I'll fix it soon. Don't worry, guys. But yeah, you could do that, and you can those are the perks. I don't know. And you're helping us out. That's the big thing. You know, you're helping Manuel not like lose too much of his own money, which is fine. I don't really care, but it's a nice burden off my shoulders. Anyways,
my laundry finished.
Do you have to go get your laundry?
Maybe.
Okay, well, let's keep going, because Konaru is a laundry.
I want to finish eating first, though.
Oh my god. So anyways, so let's talk about some other stuff, like we were talking about before we started. VTubers.
Oh no. Why are you dragging me into this already? Dude, I want to rest before I... Okay, so I don't know if y'all noticed recently, but I'm pretty mellow out right now. The only reason why I'm staying mellow is because after like this week, I'm not going to be a mellow person anymore.
But that's the thing. Like for those who don't know, like gosh, this goes back really old to an old UPZ episode. We had Dave. Well, we had many people called Dave. We had Dave on, who was like former NSK. He's like a friend of ours, idol fan, real cool guy.
Love him.
Yeah, we had him on the podcast one time, and when he came on, he was all like, gosh, I've never seen Manuel this animated or whatever, which also shows he doesn't hang out with me too much, because I am this animated some other times. But for those that don't know, like, there definitely is something I turn on, you know, when I go live. I'm usually not this, like, this isn't really me. You probably see the more real me on Drink Talk Learn, I guess. Well, it's like Drunk Manuel, but there is something I turn on. Usually I'm a lot more laid back, low key, and like talking like Konaru is. Konaru acts like me the way I normally do, you know. But yeah, turn it on, Konaru. This is why you're a failed idol.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's actually my gimmick.
I know.
I guess I'll talk about it. I guess I'll talk about my gimmick a little bit, and I'll give a story preview maybe. So my thing is that, you know, I was tired. I'm sick of like the real life and like failing every single time I try to do something idol related. So I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna be a failed idol, and I'm just gonna go turn into a cute ass 2D anime girl and live out my digital dream or some bullshit like that.
My digital dream. Oh, concerning cough. I put my name to get something to follow, but I just realized that when you type in my name, it still says Manuel is a boomer and loves CCP and is a secret. Oh god, there's all this bullshit on there. Also, I took off my thing that holds my phone during the podcast, so when you see me use my phone, I'm not just like totally distracted like messaging friends. I'm checking the chat and or adding things to the chat. It's just that I do that on a thing that's like attached to the desk, but it broke and I bought a new one. It hasn't come in yet. It comes in today. I thought it was coming in today, but it comes in tomorrow, so fuck it. But no, Konaru is joining the ranks of like 1 billion VTubers.
And I feel like I'm pretty popular already.
You kind of are, I'm not gonna lie. Well, I think as part of it is you're very I don't mean anything bad by this, obviously, but I think part of it is you're very like, what's the word I'm looking for? You're very trolly. You're very much like a troll.
Oh yeah. Have you seen my Sonic post?
Yes, you're a fucking troll.
Yeah, exactly. Someone actually made Sonic fan art of my VTuber, and it was freaking beautiful. Let me send it to y'all. No, oh my god. Because I was like, oh my god, what if I request someone to like, you know, make a...
Oh yeah, and then...
like make a thing of my VTuber. And I meant like, you know, commission someone, because like for shits and giggles, so I can use like something like that for Halloween. And then out of nowhere, everyone just starts making fan art of my VTuber in like Sonic form. I'm like, excuse, I didn't ask. I technically asked for it, I guess.
But yeah,
technically. But hold on, what chat are we in? Oh yeah,
we're in the Jasmine one, because we're still kind of waiting for Jasmine. Which I don't know if you're joining in right now. Jasmine's still my.
This is the best one
I've
gotten so far.
I've never seen this one. Hold on.
Hold on,
let me show everyone this. Hold on, let me capture this. I've never seen this one. The only one I really saw, and I don't know if it counts. It was the one that Callie did, but it was your like normal thing, but it was just a blue blur.
I have an idea for April Fools now. What I want to do is get the specific design. I'm actually gonna ask like the person who made it, like, can I actually like use the design and everything, and I want to use it for like April Fool's Day or something.
Oh.
Just like as like an April Fool's joke, I come out as like I'm now a Sonic VTuber, Sonic OC VTuber.
We actually did a Sonic episode. Remember that? That was at the height of the quarantine. I remember we did that like a few months ago. The Sonic episode.
September.
Oh, was it September?
Well, it's no September.
No September.
But it's pretty much already turned into September.
No,
because
everyone's a simp for Konaru.
And that's a good thing.
It is a good thing. Fun Gum in the chat says real Manuel like a drunk Manuel. It's actually funny because I get that a lot. And if you meet me at a con, or if you meet me at something more like thing like that, I do drink a lot. And when I do drink, I do tend to overdo it. But ever since the quarantines come on and the quarantine times, they're actually like laid off a lot. Wait, laid off a lot? I'm not laid off, but I mean like I laid off alcohol a lot. And on Saturdays when we do the DTLs, one of the reasons I like them is because it's an excuse to actually drink again, like I'm with people, because like otherwise I'm just like, you know, drinking with roommates or whatever, and it feels like, and there are times when they don't feel like drinking and I'm like, okay, if I drink for myself, I'm just a fucking alcoholic. And so yeah, DTLs are fun. Want to see the real Manuel, tune in on Saturdays. But no, I like that you that you have enough of your simps for September to just draw you Sonic OCs right when you go. And then I saw your thing, because like you were promoting that you were going to 500 follows or whatever. And then like a day or two later, you're like, I think I'm gonna hit 600. And then of course you fucking hit it like a couple hours later, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, now what's my follower count? Because like Twitter's currently the main platform for VTubers. So I wanted to like put all my focus on Twitter and everything, and now I'm at 766 follows and still getting followed. Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh my god! I just realized, fucking Ren still owes
I'm
me
telling you.
Huh?
I'm telling you. I'm turning into what's her face? I was comparing myself to her the other night.
Oh, Saliamaki?
Not Saliamaki. I wish I was Saliamaki. Who? Tiffany's friend.
Angie?
Angie, yeah, I'm turning into Angie.
Oh my god. Now, for those who don't know, well, I guess I can spill it, and I've made fun of her to her face about this, and we've definitely said it on the past podcast. Angie, she goes by like Scarlet WK or whatever on Twitch, on Twitter. I think on Twitch too, for the record. She's been a member of VTJ for a long time. If you watch all of our interviews that are on a lot of our interviews, I should say, not all of them, that are on YouTube, she's there usually with me, but Tiffany's the one on camera. But so she's been there for a lot of things. And if you watched our Patreon Q&A that we did like a long ass time ago, mainly honestly that's just because of laziness, not because we just never bothered to ask it questions again. But she was on our Patreon Q&A video. She was on several episodes of the previous podcast, A to J Talks, and she was on, I think, only 2, maybe just 1 of UPZ. But definitely the last one she was on, whether that was her first or only one or whatever, the last one she was on was an episode where it was just her and I. And I remember when we did that recap episode we did, like for episode 99, even I was my mind was blown when I saw that, because I had forgotten about that. That there was a point when Angie and I were, we were just on the podcast together. The reason I mentioned that is because I've been asking her to be on for months, for years. Actually, not even months, for years. But shortly after that episode, and she was already doing it during that episode, but very shortly after that, and this is probably early 2018. This is early 2018. shortly after that episode, she kind of like started blowing up on on Twitch. She became a fairly popular streamer, mainly because she was involved with the UC Irvines or whatever, like the esports league. And she became like, she got all sorts of random side fame. Like she became a stock photo for like, you know, Gamer Girl or some shit like that. I don't know if you remember that when that went down.
I remember that.
There was all this stuff that she kind of, and like, it's funny because for those who don't, first of all, Angie's a cool person. I don't want to knock her. But you know how earlier we mentioned the being on, the real Manuel, the real Konaru, and then like the show Manuel, the show Konaru. Angie and the show Angie started becoming almost the real Angie, and definitely, and we all kind of agree with this, and she's even gotten silent when I bring it up to her because she's kind of like, haha. She didn't say yeah, but she basically admitted that's the point. But she's almost like too big for the A to J stuff these days. And Konaru's punk ass.
I'm scared I'm gonna get like that because I don't want to become too big for A to J stuff.
I mean, don't do it. Like that's just mean. That's just mean, Konaru. Why would you do that?
Because I dislike you.
Oh my god, I thought we were friends this whole time. What the fuck? But anyway,
no, we were never friends.
We were never friends. Yeah, I was about to say, like, here I am lying to your face. Like, we made the joke, A to J is united through a dislike of Manuel, maybe outright hatred at points. But it's united against...
Oh no, pure hatred.
Oh man, we're actually at a nice little uptick right now. A to J is. I remember when we did the game.
Because probably my people are watching. Oh no, they're hearing my voice.
That could be it too. Ultra Podcast Z was a little Ultra Podcast Z. I don't know if it makes it Tuesday night. I think we definitely should start getting this back in line to random night. But when we did the gaming stream on last Thursday, I remember when we started, we had like 5 or 6 viewers, and Konaru, Callie, who was one of the people on that one, was like, "How do we have viewers?" And mind you, we had talked about it amongst ourselves. We did not publicize it at all. Like, at least UPZ, you expect us on Tuesdays, you know, if you've been following us for a while. But that gaming stream was out of the blue, and then that was when we started, and we ended up like maintaining about like 9 viewers the whole time, which isn't a lot. I'm not saying that we're big time streamers now, but for a stream we didn't publicize, that we thought no one would watch, that we were just there to screw around and play fucking putt game. And people were telling us to keep going because we beat the game in about like an hour because it's a short game. We didn't know what to do because we didn't plan more games. We just thought we'd be on for like 90 minutes and leave. And people were like, play another game. I'm like, I have to install it. Like, what the hell? I have to buy it. Not that was an issue, but that would kill like 10-15 minutes or whatever. But yeah, I remember I was like, oh, people actually want to see us play games, and yeah. So my point to bringing all this up is we're popular too, Konaru. Just don't leave us.
Nah.
That was a long-winded. That was a roundabout way for me to say that. What is this? What is Fun Gum saying? I was surprised about the VTuber agency. Didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
No, I'll be real. I didn't know what VTubers were until this year as well. Like, even though they've been a thing for a long time. Like, obviously there was Kizuna. Is she? Okay, I can't remember if that's her name. If I'm confused with something else. There's her, but I remember last year. There was this video game, I forgot the name of it, but it also stars like a real life VTuber, and there's like this VTuber, well, real life VTuber, who's in the game, and we interviewed the people behind the game and all this other stuff, and then we interviewed the person who created the VTuber that's in it, and we the whole interview, gosh, it was somebody with a game from Spike Chunsoft. That whole interview was just basically about VTubers. And even though we talked about VTubers, all of that, last summer 2019, and they were not new by then, I still didn't really know what VTubers were until this year, when everyone started to be one, like overseas, I should say more accurately. And like I was telling Konaru earlier, it's funny because Konaru was kind of, maybe it's just because, you know, I follow Konaru, so I see it, and obviously when we did the podcast, I talked to her like more or less once a week this entire year. I became more aware of it, but like when Konaru started talking about the VTuber thing, I'm like, oh, it's a thing, and then everyone's becoming one. And like Racheal is doing VTuber things too now. I don't know if she really wants that out there, if I should say that it's going to be her. I think she should be a lot more secretive with who it really is. But fuck, I just said it. I don't care. No one.
That's the thing too. That like I was kind of conflicted when I started doing this. Was like, should I really show my identity or anything like that? But then I talked to a friend, and you know, she's actually a really, really popular VTuber. Surprisingly, she has like 700 followers and like 2,000 Twitter followers. It's Phoebe. If you know who she is.
Oh yeah.
We're in the same like little collective too. She I just kind of like got inspo off of her, like, wow, if she can be popular and like, you know, do stuff while still showing her identity, because like her VTuber looks just like her and it's so cute, but mine doesn't look like me. Well, it almost looks like me, almost, but not exactly.
The Sonic one looks just like you. That's a
the Sonic one. Yeah, the Sonic one is more accurate of my actual image in real life. Anyways, yeah, no, I was just like, I mean, if Phoebe can do it, I mean, I think I could, but and at the same time, like, I'm trying to push away from like posting selfies or anything, because like I haven't been in that mood to post a selfie anyways. So I guess it's working out for me in the end. People find like my identity, it's fine. I don't really care. It's their loss if they want to be super simpy and possessive about it. So.
I mean, that's the problem with any kind of like creation. And,
yeah,
like,
that's a problem with just like being a streamer in general.
Exactly.
Just like, this is how you are in real life. You don't have makeup. Your boobs aren't like jiggle, bouncy, bouncy all the time. What? I don't like you anymore.
I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't know. It is very true. It is a really tough world out there, streaming in general. I just really can't wrap my mind around some of the VTuber stuff. Like, and I don't mean like I don't mean like people who watch it. That's not. I totally get that. It's like anything you stream. But I mean, I can't.
Hey, I watch it.
No, I can't wrap my mind around the doing it. Like not so much like creating it, but the whole rig thing. I'm so technologically challenged, and the more I've been stepping up these streams.
I just like went to Fiverr, found like the best dude on there, and he did it for like $50.
Yeah, I'm not
for
gonna
my rigging, and then. The artist was $75 for the art itself was $75, and then pretty much everything else I'm hand doing it myself.
I've been trying to get people are messaging me in the Drink Talk Learn chat. I've been trying to make some trailers in general, like for both the channel, the YouTube channel, and for Twitch, and at first I was doing it myself. I just didn't have the time. Then I was gonna get one of my people to do it. Like by people, I mean like day job people, and like it just became too complicated. And if I got someone else like to do it, like I'd probably have to pay them a bit. But I've been looking. I mean, I pay them by pay them a bit. I actually mean quite a lot. And so I've looked up Fiverr, and I'm like,
go on Fiverr.
Exactly. And I was going on Fiverr.
I love Fiverr whenever it's like. Where you really need something done, but you don't want to put that much effort into it.
No,
but you still want to put effort into it. That's me.
And I was like, I can get like a voiceover. I can get all this other shit. I've already been looking up a ton of things. But yeah, I'm probably gonna keep an eye out for that. We're gonna have some trailers. They'll be done. They'll be pieced together by a couple pieces of pieces from Fiverr. But I got some ideas, and I actually was looking at that just today. Remember when Fiverr was actually everything really was $5? Now, I mean, now you charge whatever, but like, those are the Wild West days. But
those are the Wild West days. Also, I just noticed I just put on the Twitch right now, and I noticed you put no Tostitos.
Oh yeah, it's a no Tostitos. It's what's his face? John Oliver, no Tostitos.
I hate and love John Oliver sometimes.
I love John Oliver. He's for those who don't know who John Oliver is, he's the host of Last Week Tonight. He's done some really good episodes lately. I'm not gonna lie, some of his other stuff's been a little hit or miss, but he did some pretty good episodes lately.
He's always hit or miss with me though. Like no matter what he does.
There's been a few that I just like. There's only been a few real bad takes that I feel. At least everything's personal opinion, obviously, because it's very political. He's only had a few bad takes. It's more like there are times I just don't find them all that amusing. You got Cheaton like blocked off of Twitter. Remember that?
Oh my god, I remember that.
So that wasn't really his fault, but it was because of his whole feud. I don't know. But anyways, there's some times where I feel like he really dropped the ball on some of his stuff, and some oddly researched things. But he's been good lately. But yeah, no Tostitos. That's from a little bit where where the seagulls want Tostitos, but he doesn't have any. I just love that line, and it's I couldn't find the Spider-Man picture I usually put there, so I put that. Anyway, but yeah, so VTuber stuff. I'm just surprised there's so many. You mentioned Phoebe. I should tell my one Phoebe story again. Should I tell? No, I'm not gonna tell it again. It's not even a story. Just my one interaction with Phoebe was when she messaged me a million times, just random emojis, and to this day I don't know how that happened. We are not friends. I mean, not to say that we just never met. We've never interacted or anything. We are not friends on any platform. We are not connected through any way. But somehow she like butt dialed me a bunch of emotes on Facebook, and I haven't. And then it was during AX, so that's even weirder. So it was during AX last year, and I was just way too busy to be like, did you want something? Like why like did you have my chat open to like say, hey, where like you want to hang out, man? I don't know. So I just found that amusing. I've never asked, and then obviously after AX, I'm like, okay, it'd be weird if I go back and like, so a week ago you sent me 5 million like emojis. What the fuck? Leave me alone. I'm just kidding. But yeah, besides that, the only way I really know Phoebe is because Tony, that one piano player guy.
Yes, he's very sweet.
Yeah, he's a big fan of hers. I met him several times. But I saw him most recently. At PMX this last year. That con was a mess. There was hardly anything going on there. It was fun. We were at a hotel, so we just partied and drank. But he performed there, and I saw him for a minute. I saw his performance too, because there was like nothing to do. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll go downstairs and watch him play some idle songs on piano for a bit. But I swear, the biggest issue with his performance, nothing to do with his performance. But he could have just straight up just set up his piano in that hallway and started playing, and nobody would have like stopped him. He probably could have kept. He stopped playing when the show was done, and I was kind of like, you could just keep playing. Like I'm pretty sure no one's gonna stop you. You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
there are people that just like go with their instruments.
Exactly.
Especially like I think like ALA, you see people with like instruments and like little speakers and everything,
Yeah.
and they're just chilling and like playing their guitar or piano or whatever. So it's like, I mean, California is just in general, that's just a good environment to do that in. So
And then
I don't.
Huh?
Oh no, I would say I don't see a problem with doing that.
No, and then the part of the hotel he was in, obviously because it's a con, the part he was playing in like did require a badge, but it like led out into a courtyard where it was like in the parking lot, and I'm like, if I was him, I would have just moved to the parking lot and just kept playing. Like, well, let me rephrase that. I would have just moved the keyboard outside because he said to be plugged in, and just kept playing, and it would have totally worked. And I was kind of like, I had a panel of dudes I didn't really want to like, you know, keep like bugging him like, oh, you should go keep playing. But I told him like, you should just keep playing. No one's gonna stop you. Like, I assure you, no one's gonna be all like, oh, your performance is done, sir. Time to go. And I'm like, no one's gonna stop you. Just keep fucking playing. But yeah. And it added sound because that hotel was a little like. I think he performed on like Friday, like one of the first days. So like it was really dead, and I'm like, at least there's like something going on in that fucking hallway. But I don't know. The swap meet was fun. I bought a lot of cheap amiibos there. That's my PMX. That's my year late. Cause it's been pretty much almost exactly a year. That's my year late PMX review. So yeah, VTubers. Let's move on from that then, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, like I was saying, Rachel's gonna do VTuber stuff. I forget the name of her thing. It's like Bat something. She already has some socials.
Oh, she does. Let me follow her. What is it?
I'll send it to you later.
Did she post it in the chat? No, post it now.
Oh my god! Hold on, let me find it first. It's Hold on, let me find it. But yeah, it's Bat something. It's very like gothy, like it's gothy but cute, like aesthetic, if that makes any sense.
I wouldn't be surprised she's also already following me.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. Oh, let me find it. How do I open? Oh, I hate that Discord and Twitch look so similar. I've mentioned this many times. She is Oh my gosh, she sends me so many bullshit. But yeah, she just, I think she's actually debuting. Oh wait, she's debuting Sunday too.
Oh no.
I'm not making that up. I think at the exact same time.
No.
I like how she legit started this like a couple weeks ago, but yet you're debuting at the exact same time. I mean, mind you, your rig's hello. I mean, you got a 3D rig that's a lot more complicated in general.
Wait, 3D? I have 2D.
Well, you have a rig. You don't have a 3D rig? I like a 3D rig.
No, I have 2D. I actually prefer 2D models over 3D. I'll do 3D eventually, but like, yeah.
Hold on. Okay, I can't find what chat you put it in. It might be in DTL chat. If it's DTL chat, I'll never find it. I'll find it, but I won't find it like searching right now. Let me just look one last time.
Do you know like her VTuber's name?
Yeah, actually, what am I doing? I'll just look that up. I'm stupid. It's L. Hold on. I'm a dumbass. It's actually right there. Hold on. It's actually right there.
Is it Alessa Pure?
No, it's Eleanor Bat. I don't know if you can, you're not looking at the screen, but it's she even has a Twitch already. It's Eleanor Bat, and that's a Twitter.
Oh,
that's her.
ELLANORA
Bat.
Oh fuck.
It's Eleanor Bat. I actually haven't looked at it myself.
I found it.
I haven't even looked at it myself. Eleanor the Bat Queen is her. And
at 3 p.m. I'm at 5.
So I guess you guys can follow each other. I mean, like schedule wise, I'm pretty sure she's not gonna stream. She's probably only stream for about 2 hours. Kind of a normal first time stream.
I have so much planned for my debut. Actually, like, okay, hold on. Let me get the little graphic.
Yeah, let me actually.
So.
I didn't really have as much of VTubers. Let me actually look. I haven't even looked up her Twitch. Twitter. She told me about it. Like, mind you, I just saw that she sent me a picture of her. And I didn't. Well, I guess on Twitter already has her picture, but I didn't actually click on it before. I feel bad now. Well, I think she sent it like really late when she sent it to it. It sent it to like a group chat. Eleanor Bat.
Okay, so what I'm doing for my debut at least is I have a course. Oh my god!
I'm not making this up. I am not making this up. She just messaged me. Did you tell Konaru I'm doing VTuber stuff? Like this second. And I'm kind of scared she's to watch the podcast. I'm gonna stop talking about.
Oh no. Well, I'm gonna talk about my debut then.
Go ahead.
So
we're all running from her now.
Okay, so what I have planned. Remember, it's at 5 p.m. PST. I'm gonna have a voice and story reveal. So, I mean, if you already know me, you know how my voice sounds. But this is my voice right now. Like I said, it's pretty mellow, pretty relaxed. I kind of have I feel like I have a different voice whenever like I'm hyped up. Like I like I'm gonna do something like super fun and everything like that. Not saying that the podcast isn't fun or anything, but it's just like I've done it for so long. And I'm just like mellowed out now for it. And then I have a Q&A. There's this really cool site now called Marshmallow. Like Marshmallow-JP. It's supposed to filter out like really like meanie bully comments and stuff like that, and like rude questions. You know, it's supposed to filter out stuff like that. So I kind of like it. I already have like 15 questions that I'm already gonna answer. Like 15 individual questions. Like that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also gonna do like a little mini karaoke concert sort of thing. I finished up a little like vote for the song you want for me to perform for as like a 700 follower like kind of celebration. Like you get to pick my set list, haha. So we already picked out like 3 songs, but I have I think another 3 that I'm gonna do that I haven't told anyone. I'm not gonna spill the beans though. It's pretty much Hello Project because I didn't have Hello Project on this selection list. So, and then after that, I'm gonna do Flight Simulator 2020. That's all I've been playing recently is just Flight Sim.
Oh my god, you're one of those.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. It's so fun. Like I have the little pedal, the stick. Well, not the stick. It's like the yoke. Yeah. Thank you. I have the yoke. And I have the little Switch panel too, but that's not it's not working right now. They need to have an update for it to work. So we're waiting on that. And then I have the little sticky things where it pumps up the gas, makes you go, and to go zoom. The throttle, thank you.
That makes it go zoom. What are your words today, Konaru?
Huh?
What are your words today? Oh my god, thing that makes it go zoom.
That's my everyday vocabulary. I just describe things instead of using the actual word that is used for them. And then pretty much that's it. And then probably do like a little free talk after that. Stuff like that. I guess I can do a story preview right now. It's so work in progress. I gotta work on it, honestly. But to give you the TLDR of like my VTubers backstory, like it's kind of like inspired off of like my own experiences as well. But this is lore. It's for fun. Like it's not. This stuff isn't 100% true or anything like that. But TLDR. Shut up. I heard that. Oh, sorry. TLDR basically starts out as like me being a kid. I'm like, I discover idols. I want to be like that. So I worked hard. Went all the way to Japan and they told me, you suck. Foreigners can't be an idol. And then, I was like heartbroken. I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna go back to my home country and become an idol there and show them that foreigners can become idols. So then I do that and everything like that. I'm pretty successful. And then people start, doing rumors. This is actually based off my real life. Like she's a bully. She's boring. She's a simp and dull gold digger, things like that. And then I'm just like, okay, whatever. I give up. And then like it's now like modern times. It's not like the modern day, and like VTubers are the new form of like entertainment, and just like flashbacking to when I was small. I was just a casual fan, like wanting to do it, and I saw like other people, and I'm like, I want to do that too. And then this one line I'll definitely keep, but I'll read out this little section. With hope in her heart, once again, a new journey is about to begin. What will the digital world give to her? Acceptance or rejection? And that's pretty much the TLDR of it. You'll get the full story on W Day, 5 p.m. on my Twitch. Sunday. So, yeah, Sunday fun day. That's pretty much all my activities I'm gonna do for that day. And then actually, like right as we're talking, I just finished up my weekly schedule. I'm gonna try to stream like every day at 5 p.m.
Every day?
Well, except for not every day. Like this week, this first week's pretty special, so I'm gonna try to do one every day except for Friday because that's pretty awkward. I don't think no one should be streaming on that day.
Why?
You know what Friday is?
No, what is it? Oh, I can. Yeah, never mind. I can do the math. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Oh no, wait.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, the next Friday is that's inappropriate. I don't think we should stream on that day. So I'm gonna, but yeah, for like what I have planned for like all my other stuff is I'm gonna have like a little free talk like day, karaoke day. My karaoke days will probably be on Saturday because I'll be like super lit and everything. I'm definitely gonna stream like a lot of Toho Project games because I love playing Toho. That's another game I've been playing recently. I have a Switch now, so I'm gonna do more Switch games. Like an actual Switch. I got an actual Switch. I'm actually borrowing it, but it's fine. I can at least like hook up my capture card and actually play games and show them and be comfy instead of just like putting this little GoPro on top of it, And then a lot of VN, like indie VN directors are like reaching out to VTubers and everything. One reached out to me and they're like, hey, do you want to play our game? It's like a legal battle sort of thing, like you become an attorney and things like that. I'm like, okay, that sounds interesting. I don't mind that. It's called Nina Aquail Legal Eagle, so I'm gonna play that. And
is that like a sequel to like whatever, the Avian Attorney or whatever game?
No, actually no. It's like a full original project apparently.
It sounds like Avian. Anyways, it just sounds like it because it's another, it's a bird. It's a bird bird legally sounding game. Anyways, keep going.
Yeah, and then of course Tuesdays are for Ultra Podcast. See if we ever do one.
Well, we'll fucking do them from normally. Hopefully from here on.
Yeah, and then hopefully by next week, by next podcast, see, I should have my rig up, and then I can screen share it, and y'all can see me move and things like that. But yeah, that's really all I have planned. I'm gonna, like I said, try to stream for at least for the first week, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. So y'all should come join me and I don't know, simp me.
Oh my God, you and your simps.
Hey, it's September. I know people are saying it's supposed to be no September, but it's September. Let's be
September. And like I said, you could be it's doubly September because it's also Subtober. So you could you could simp by giving us subs. Then there you go. Like, if you want to do it on Saturday, I'll take a shot. I'm not going to do it now because I don't even have my alcohol ready. But if you do it now, I'll take a shot on Saturday. I don't know. But you can sub to us on stuff.
I actually like my little karaoke night, like how I titled it. I titled it Live House Nyan. So, like live houses, because that's where idols perform. So, yeah. I'm clever, aren't I? Yeah.
Now you get an animated about your fucking stream. It's like, I'm clever, aren't I? Yes, Konaru, you are very clever. Are you feel a little validated yet?
Yes, I feel very validated.
No, actually, it is pretty clever. I'm not gonna.
Live House now is my peak, honestly.
I'm going to steal that, and that's going to be the name of our live house stream. To be Live House Neon, that's what I'm gonna call it. I'll even paste someone on Fiverr to draw me a neon-y logo for it, and there you go. I'm gonna totally steal it.
It's actually like a little neon sign for it. I'm trying to figure out where I can get commission background art, how you see the background in VNs.
Yeah.
I want to that kind of stuff, but with a live house, and I do want a little neon sign that says Live House Neon. I think that'd be so.
I'm gonna do it first and just steal your idea.
Kitty head and glow stick, things like that. I don't know. I want to do a lot of things. But yeah.
Sunday at 5. I was telling Racheal earlier. I'm not. I'll try to watch both of yours, but I'm probably gonna be really dead from the day before. Sundays are usually the Drink Talk Learn. Those streams are grueling. Not only it's because of the drinking, but they're usually long. This past one was only 4.5 hours. And that usually is just the live part. Usually when we're done, we're still sticking around for another hour or two in the call, and then usually an hour before. So it's an all day thing. It feels like I'm fucking dead usually. Usually I don't go to sleep till 1 or 2 in the morning. If even that. And by going to sleep 1, 2 in the morning, I'm usually also hungover or drunk. So I'm just moaning in bed for a while. So we'll see what happens on Sunday. But we'll see. If I watch, maybe I'll throw you some bits.
What bits work? I'm so confused on that.
I don't get it. Bits I guess are kind of
Is it the in website currency or whatever?
Yeah, it is. I don't get it though.
Oh, okay, that makes sense now.
No, people keep giving us bits on our stream, and I'm not gonna lie. Callie used to get it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't understand it really. I'm thanks for the bits, because that seems to be what you would say. But I'm I have no idea what the fuck they're doing, or how those equate to IRL stuff. But anyways, let's get on to the actual. I already used my sub. Hey, September. Yeah, get 30% off September. So it's up to A to J. Give us. I think I don't know what. If you can, that's still cool. I'm no real pressure, but
now's
the time to sub to anyone if you want to.
Yeah, and you get full perks, like,
I
no
earned
matter
subs like
what.
$5, and then like you get 30% off. I think just my little like in top of head math would be like 350. Um, I'm guessing. Obviously, I don't really know how much subs cost, but I'm guessing. Let me actually open. I actually have a little notepad. Tonight's actual topic was our back to school thing that we've been talking about for weeks, and we're gonna just go over this real fast. I guess Jasmine's either not gonna join us or just pop in really randomly. Our favorite online resources. Now I'm gonna open up another text thingy because I want to like have what they are. Hold on, I don't know how to work XSplit. There it goes. Oh wait, I still have a Boomer Hates Babbies thing. Look, I can turn that on whenever I want. Boomer Hates Babbies. Remember that? When I was talking shit about people who say babbies.
Are you a boomer?
I'm not a boomer. It's funny because like when we do the, I mean obviously we do the Drink Talk Learn show. Well, first of all, UPC is usually just you and I and someone else, but the Drink Talk Learn streams, everyone there is like not a lot older, but there's people like closer to my age in there. Like it's just funny. It's like we're all boomers together except for like Callie, who's the baby. But yeah. But for those who don't know, like I think I was actually making fun of Ren. I'm like, I can't stand the word babby, like in place of baby, where it's two B's. Oh, God, I hate it. Have you ever used that word, Konaru?
Yes.
Oh my God, I hate you.
Ironically and unironically.
You can get bits for watching ads. Oh, you can. I didn't know.
Oh, really?
I didn't know it was like an in-game. I didn't know it was a currency you earn as well. I thought you just bought it. But
yeah.
I mean, I guess that makes more sense. I guess that makes sense why we get them so randomly and in odd amounts. I don't know. I still don't know how they work in a payout because I looked at our payout revenue thingies, and I'm still confused how bits factor in there. But what I'm confused by all the payouts. I just like just give us our money when you can, Twitch. I'll trust you for now. But but favorite resources, Konaru. So first of all, I don't know how to word this, which is why it's worded a little weirdly here. Basically, I had this idea for a long time. This is actually a small little subtopic I've been thinking about for a while. I guess it made sense for back to school in my own brain. But I wanted to talk about some of my favorite sites to go to look for things. And it's actually really sad because I want to go over a couple tonight that don't exist anymore. And one of them I literally found out today when I was going to get the actual URL for the site. I'm like, what is the site actually called? And I went to go look for it and it's gone. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And it's been gone for about a year and a half. I just haven't gone there, I guess. Which is understandable. Like, nobody did anything in 2020. So I hadn't gone there since last summer and it's gone. Rip. But
F.
yeah, press F in the chat, folks. So yeah, we're having some of our favorite sites, like, you know, stuff to go for fandoms, wikis. A lot of it is wikis on my list, and that makes the most sense. Because unless you were like in the early days, like wikis are the way to go today. And there's a wiki for everything. They're not always good. But there is a wiki for everything, basically. I guess I will start it out, even though I just said Konaru would. I guess I'll start it out, even though I said Konaru would. My ultimate favorite one, this is probably my favorite one in general, because I go to it the most, is Stage 48 Wiki.
Oh, I love Stage 48 Wiki. I go to that basically every day.
Yeah, and the actual site, actually, I'll change that to the site later on, but the actual site, just to get it out there, is stage48.net/wiki. You know what, I don't think I did the site. You could just Google Stage 48 Wiki and it'll take you there really easily. But Stage 48 Wiki is a really awesome site. And the reason I think it's so awesome is because it's crazy up to date, not just on, you know, the 48 groups. I actually don't know how up to date it is with the actual 48G groups or the what do you call the Kyakizaki? What do you call those groups? The
Sakamichi
the Sakamichi, yeah. Like I don't know how up to date it is with either of those two, to be totally honest, because I don't go there for that. I go there for their overseas stuff, specifically the SNH stuff, because the SNH family groups those are the Star 48. By the way, is what they're called, Star 48. If you want to be really technical, and actually Star 48 because it's not 48. I think I mentioned that in the past stream when we talked about SNH. SNH does not call themselves 48. They never did. I just never noticed it. It's always 48, which is a weird small distinction that I find unique. But yeah, it's Star 48 groups. You cannot find a more updated source. Period.
Really, I didn't know they were actually that up to date.
Yes.
I kind of wish the BNK fandom was that up to date with the Stage 48 stuff.
Exactly.
So I feel like
it isn't. But it's pretty updated. Like when new releases come out, they'll update it. All the new graduations.
Actually, I think I know the girl that updates the SNH 48 stuff.
Oh, really?
On Twitter, I think.
Oh, what the hell?
If I remember right. I have to get you in touch with her.
Yeah, I was about to say, you should totally. We have her fucking on. But anyways, beyond that, for those who follow SNH 48, they had this huge thing where a lot of the first gen members left recently. I think they all left, but
they graduated,
yes.
Technically.
But all the first gen members left recently, which is really sad because this was never on a podcast. Me and Molly were just shooting the shit about AKB48 one day, and I was commenting how crazy it was that SNH had so many first gen members still, like, and they're not that far off, like contemporary wise, from AKB. I mean, they are, but like not that far off. They only started maybe like 6 years after, and in the same time frame, percentage wise, AKB48 had lost so many of its first gen members. But now they're all gone, so I guess screw that. But that also led to a lot of changes with some of the subunits, like I think Seven Senses might not have been touched. But anyways, my point to bringing this up is that was updated so fast on the Stage 48 wiki, and I found that so wild. And they keep up with the releases. Like there's times when I find out about releases there because I didn't realize, like, oh, that was a new MV. Because it's hard to follow some of these groups, like in the US, or even if you know Chinese, it's hard to follow it because unless you like troll Weibo all the time, it's just not really things you come across because nobody's really talking about it, and at least nobody I know. Maybe I need to follow more people, like, from the SNH fandom, like personally. But so yeah, it's really up to date. It's really great, and it's not, going back to what Konaru said, it's not as up to date, but you could also see a lot more updates for Team SH, Team TP, SGO, MNL, BNK, and all the other overseas 48 groups as well. And while there might be similar sources for those, it's definitely a good source for those as well. Let's see. I was gonna donate a bunch to get Manuel shitface, but Fungum mentioned in the chat. Now, to give you the backdrop for that, I did not understand how bits. I still don't understand how bits work. But on the DTL, I had mentioned, this is like two or three DTLs ago, or at least two. I mentioned that for whoever gives us bits, I'm gonna take a shot. And then, like, it didn't go too crazy, but like 2 or 3 people sent bits, and I think like one of the people sent like a lot of little bits, and I'm like, oh my god, it's like, I'm a dumbass. I should have qualified that. But yeah, I think I did get fucked up that night though, because that was the night that Sylvia was on, and by the time I got to my presentation, I was already gone. But that's a story for the other day. But yeah, that if you want to do that, everyone go over there and on Saturday, or we'll come here on Saturday. So Konaru, what's a similar wiki you like, or something you like?
Wiki? I mean, not like the news sort of side.
Yeah.
So one I would always go to when I was like baby AKB Konaru was AKB48 wrap up. Well, I'm gonna bring it up right now because I want to look at it. They were basically like the premier AKB news website to go, and they were pretty website too, because they would have like little quizzes every now and then where you can like, oh, which uniform does this belong? Whose uniform does this belong to? What uniform does this song go to? What was the charting for this song? Like the cute little quizzes, and I don't know, for a kid like me, I thought that was like, hell yeah, I love quizzes. I like showing my knowledge.
It was funny. I wasn't gonna show my browser window because I didn't want to open it, But it turned out I've had my browser open this entire time. So while Konaru was looking up that, I'm gonna look up wrap up real fast. But I am gonna pull up what stage 48 looks like. I didn't realize I had this open, or I would have fucking did it a long ass time ago. I'm gonna cut just this part out of the screen though, because I don't want anything, just in case I have some questionable stuff on my in my search history. Oops, I went too far back. Oh, what did I do with the picture? Wait, you still there, Konaru?
Yes, I'm still here.
Oh, I don't know what I... Oh, because I took down... I forgot. Okay, that's what I did. No, I'm like, what happened to the Sonic OC? But then I forgot that where the Sonic OC picture is, it's under the thing. Hold on a second. Let me... I think I killed the background. Hold on. How do I turn it back on? Because now it's this Ultra Podcast Z17. Wait, how did I do this?
I don't know what you did.
Yeah, I don't know what I did. I don't
But
know
I'm looking at wrap up right now. The last fresh news, like the most latest news they have, was from May 31st, 2017. AKB 48's 49th single Senbatsu Sosenkyo NGT 48 Ogino Yuka robbed top spot.
Oh, what is it?
It's basically like the most latest news they have on there was from 2017's Senbatsu.
Oh my god, that's so lovingly out of date. Sorry, I don't know what the hell. How did I do this?
Oh my god! And you have an article about like the closure of Hello Online.
Oh, when they got rid of the torrents and everything?
Yeah. Dude, they have... Oh my god. I'm like kind of spiraling right now. They even have a meme page.
Oh my god. Sorry guys, I'm trying to... I was gonna show you more of the site, but I fucking have to like... I don't know what happened. Like, why I have to do all this again. Hold on. Shit, this is fucking obnoxious. Okay, there it goes. There it goes, guys.
Dude, in 2012, they had 1,547 posts. In 2017, only one post.
Hold on, let me move this up too. There it goes. Okay, I think I have everything moved back up. Sorry, that was, I don't know how I did that. Text, Tiffany. I think how the last person we had on was Tiffany, in that bottom thingy. But let me move this out of the way, because apparently it doesn't like where it's at. Okay, there it goes. God damn. Okay, well this is stage 48 wiki. God damn, that took forever to show. And what's the other one? AKB 48 wrap up. You know what? I better stop sharing my screen in case like I looked up like AKB 48 porn. I didn't, but I swear I didn't. I shouldn't have said that. But I'm just so scared that like something I looked up's gonna like mainly porn. I don't want porn to show up like, you know, in any of the things. Oh, wait, was it a site too? Oh, I see it. Never mind, I see the site.
It's AKB wrap up, and then like another one. Well, after like, you know, they stopped updating, I got really about it. I had to start going to.
Wait, how'd you get to the site? Are you at like Are you?
I'm at akb48wup.com.
Oh yeah, it gave me a fucking
Yeah, that's how old this site is.
It gave me a virus thing. Okay, I guess I can't go there.
It's safe. I just went on there.
I mean, I have to set up a thing for it. It won't let me go there.
Oh. Well, another one I used to go to was AKB48, AKB48 Daily, but now it's known as J Showbiz. Because they actually got like called out by AKB management, and they're like, you can't be posting this stuff.
This is a
So they had to
cute
change
site.
their name and like start posting like other new stuff besides AKB for
It's
them
a
to
cute
not get
site,
like
and
called out.
surprisingly, it's updated. That was the thing I'm really shocked by.
I know this one's updated. I still go on this one like to this day.
Um, another, another. Let me look at my list. Like I forgot what they all were. Oh, now this kind of goes off the rails a little. Let me turn off that thing again so you don't see my bookmarks. Um, this goes off topic a little. I mean, off topic for idols, but it's kind of on topic for what's coming up. This is a site of this is a favorite site of mine. It's Memories of Fear. It's a translation site for a bunch of Sorry, my mouse is like in my window. Let me try to get it off my face. Um, it's a site that has a lot of translated horror RPG Maker games, including the original versions of Corpse Party.
Uh,
So if you ever wanted to play Corpse Party for free, you could download it here.
nice. I'm gonna use that later.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool things here. By the way, all these links, especially if you're watching on YouTube, they'll all be in the description below. And this one is memoriesoffear.com. Let me actually put that right there. That I changed it to. God damn it! I'm sorry, guys. Like I don't know why everything flipped. I'm sure I hit. I'm sure I hit a command. But yeah. Anyways, I think I'm back on track. So memoriesoffear.com. See the Desolate Hospital, Corpse Party, Crossfear, Toilet in Wonderland. I have no idea what some of these are. But yeah, this one has Corpse Party If. There's like the Corpse Party and the Corpse Party remake up here. It starts with them. See Rebuild, Zero, and If. And then Killer Bear. But anyways, it's a cool site. Everyone should go there and download a bunch of games. Spoiler alert, we're definitely. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Xseed, they're the ones who officially, quote unquote, well, not quote unquote, they officially published the Corpse Party games in the US. I believe they use these fan translations officially, but they use the fan translations as their translations. So technically, you're playing the same games, just with different, with not quite as much polish and interface. But you're playing the same games, I believe. Xseed has a history of using fan translations. Once again, like they contact them and they pay them or whatever, but still, they have a history of using fan translations. Do you have any? You have another site, Konaru?
Huh?
Do you have another site, Konaru?
No, I haven't.
You don't have. I do you have another site to talk about?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Maybe there's something up my sleeve.
Well, I have.
Can I talk about TinierMe?
Oh yeah, is that still up?
No, I wish it was.
Oh god, I just realized there's probably a bunch of porn right there that everyone saw. Anyways. Oh, it isn't. TinierMe.
They shut down like such a long time ago. I lost so many friends because I didn't get their contact.
TinierMe always felt like a weeb version of Habbo Hotel, which I don't know if that's true or not, like at all, like in terms of how it was played. Or was it even a play thing? It's just a social networking thing, right?
A network, but they had like a lot of like little resources inside them too. So like they would have like these little chorus battle groups or like translation stuff, fandom stuff. Like it was pretty much like its own like little encyclopedia almost. But of course, like the main focus of it was the social media, dressing up your avatar, things like that. I think there's still a site. I think it's called Dream Selfie. Yeah, Dream Selfie. They have they archived all the clothes and everything from TinierMe, and you can create your own like little little character.
Oh, but it runs through Flash, and I have Flash blocked.
I know.
Well, for those who don't know, Flash I don't think is they stopped updating. I think it's disappearing this year. So yeah. Hopefully this site updates their to something else. Because some sites are.
Dude, this is like a like.
Wait, when did TinierMe leave?
like way back in the day, like 2012 or 2013. Hold on.
Yeah, I think it's 2012, which is funny because I could have sworn I had only heard about like 2009. So it was
December 10th, 2012. Oh my god, this is nostalgic. Just looking at this.
Oh my god, that just like, hold on.
Dude, I've always wanted to go to like Anime Expo and go to like the TinierMe booth and like see all like like the famous people that they sponsor and everything, and like
I still have. I'm not gonna actually. I think I threw most of them away, but I still had a bunch of the stickers that they would give out. I found those recently, like as in like 6 months ago during the quarantine, and I threw them all away. I don't know about selling them. I'm pretty sure I could have given them to you or to other like. Because there was a lot of Miku ones, so they did the Miku collaboration, which is a lot of pictures I'm seeing here too. Oh my god. There was like this...
I'm not playing around with it right now, actually.
Hold on.
Dude, I can't believe I'm actually on June
I'm pretty sure no one but me has ever played it, but there's this game for the Wii U. It wasn't really a game, it was called Animal Crossing Plaza. You can just download it for free. And the service is long gone. The whole idea was that every day it would give you different animals, like, you know, different Animal Crossing villagers, I should say. And it looks just like this thing where like it has the fountain. Because in Animal Crossing Plaza, it's a tree. But yeah, it looks just like this. It's just pretty funny. But yeah, I've never played TinierMe or did anything with TinierMe. I
played religiously. It was a religion to me.
Like I said, in 2009-ish, I remember first really hearing about it like at cons. I'm sure it existed long before that. But that was when I started going to cons more regularly and every day, so I had more time to like see everything. And back in those days, cons were a lot smaller. So you could easily see everything. And I remember, I remember the site being crazy promoted at AX around those times. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was still went on until like 2015. I guess it did stop around 2015.
No, I remember locking on one day and they're like, yo, we're shutting this shit down. I'm like, excuse me?
That's insane. TinierMe, oh my gosh. No, even looking at it, like, because I saw one of the YouTubers I follow named Billiam did a video on Habbo Hotel today, and I was like, oh my god, I remember Habbo from fucking when I was a kid.
Dude, I played Habbo for a little bit after TinierMe went, because I take it back. I did know one person. Like, I had like their Facebook and everything on like my old account. They were a friend that lived up north. She got me into playing Habbo Hotel after TinierMe went down, because we were like, oh man, what are we gonna do? We can't just stay on Facebook all day, just switching up our profile pictures whenever we want to like do something new, because you know, we were like, I was semi-addicted to it. And the funny thing was, I never spent a dime on TinierMe because I was a kid. But they heavily promoted that. Like, that was my earliest exposure to gotcha games was TinierMe. Anyways, yeah, we went on Habbo Hotel for like a little bit, and then like after a while, like it kind of got stale, and then like we just like kind of drifted apart. So.
No, like I remember, my Habbo Hotel experience was probably just as brief, but it was way before that. It was like, which is weird because I didn't know it was still around. Like, apparently it's still around right now. But and they're gonna switch away from Flash, so it's still gonna keep going next year. Who knows? But I was playing Habbo, like, gosh, like when I was like in high school, like, so probably like many years, like 15 years ago, like probably about like 8 years before you even like, not long ago, but about 6 years even before like TinierMe went down and whatever. But yeah, it's insane. It looks cool though. There's stuff like this, and especially after seeing all those ads back in the day in the booth and like getting all the freebies, I kind of wish I felt like it a little.
It's such a dream of mine to just like get in a time machine, go to like an anime expo when TinierMe was at its peak, and I can go like before I knew everyone and like no one knew who I was, and I was just like a regular person, just a weeby kid,
just a regular person.
Yeah, just a regular person, not who I am now, and just like talk to people, and they would actually want to talk to me because I'm just a normal person. I'm not someone they're up against. You know, I miss that. I miss that so much. I wish I can experience that again.
It's
I'm sorry, I'm getting depressed now.
no, it's funny because oh, that's really sad. But it's funny because like I was definitely not the right age for TinierMe. Like I was in my early-ish 20s, actually nearing my mid 20s already by that point. When this would have been like really starting, so I definitely wasn't gonna go on it. But no, I wish I could have fucking just. I mean, just to at least see what it is. Looks like I said, it looks really fun. It reminds me so much like a lot. That goes for a lot of these games that I see like in retrospect now that they're gone. Like I never really fucked with Club Penguin once again because that was out of my time.
Oh my god, Club Penguin. I actually did not play Club Penguin as much as I wanted to. Mostly because I really like TinyMe more, and I was so invested in that one. But also, I saw like the popular kids played at my school and everything, and I was just like, I'm not into that. I'm not like the popular kid playing Club Penguin. Gross.
Oh my god! But yeah, that could have been me. I don't know. That's TinierMe. It's not. It's gone. I'm pretty sure if we internet archived it. Real fast, I was gonna mention. Actually, there's one last one I'm gonna mention because it's pretty much the only site you can go to look up this kind of shit. There's the Takarazuka Wiki, which is the Takarazuka Wiki. If you're into Takarazuka, and for those who don't know what Takarazuka is, it's this all-female theater troupe. It's pretty. A to G's done panels on it. I did a DTL on it like several months ago, but and we've interviewed an ex Takarazuka actress and some other stuff like that. But you can come here if you ever want to learn anything about it. It's pretty much the only English language source for it. There used to be a sister site to it, sorta, that would fan sub a lot of shows, and they shut down like a year and a half ago, and I'm still sad about that. But speaking of things that shut down, there used to be a site back in the day called idolica.com. I don't know if you ever went there, Konaru, but it was
Heard of it. I've heard it in passing, definitely.
Yeah, it was like it wasn't a wiki, but it was the place to go to learn about 80s idols. Like it was basically like it had like almost every 80s idol there was, group and soloist, whatever. You click on their picture and it would have like discography, have pictures. It was a really good site. And the owner just like, I remember because I used to visit all the time in the early days of A to J. It was a really common source that would use, especially for pictures, for the A to J panels. And I remember when they were shutting it down, and he was all like, "Oh, we're gonna do a Facebook group instead." And I'm like, "How is that comparable?" And the group still exists. I think they even changed the name now, so it's not even Idolica anymore. But and I left the group a long time ago because I'm like, it's not the same. And like old idol, not to rag on older idol fans. And fun fact, I think the guy who ran the site wasn't that old, but not to rag on older idol fans. But when you start like running into older idol fans, you start getting back to the dad fan category that we've discussed before. So it wasn't my cup of tea after a while. But idolica.com it's gone. It's long gone. It was a great site. I remember when he was getting rid of it, he's like, "Oh, we're doing a Facebook group instead. I don't want to pay for the site anymore." I'm like, "Dude, it sure can't be that much." And I'm pretty sure if you like got it through donations, you would have gotten it. But whatever. His choice. It was gone. The site I mentioned earlier that I found out was gone today is that there's a really good site if you're into wuxia, which is like I'm gonna close all these things because it's gone now. But if you were into wuxia, which is like kind of like Chinese martial arts media, be it movies, be it books or whatever, dramas, there was a really good site that translated a lot of the original wuxia novels, like from Chinese to English. You could download them as like EPUB format and all this other stuff, and it's gone. It's gone completely. And I'm like, I don't know where those files are. I might be the only person who has some of them on the internet because I tried to look them up later and they're all gone too. But yeah, so this Saturday I'm doing one of my DTLs is sorta on wuxia. It's on a very specific thing, but yeah, it's gone. And that's it. The internet's a very impermanent thing. Everyone go go hug your favorite sites, because one day they'll be gone. Go hug your favorite sites. That's my quote for the night. But no, real talk, it's actually really sad, and I was gonna show off this really off-topic site called Barry's Temple of Godzilla, and I remember that was my Godzilla go-to site when I was a kid, like literally when I was a kid, like when I was in middle school, and it hasn't been updated since like 2000. And since then it's been updated like 2 or 3 times, but literally it's been updated like, oh, I can't believe it's been 8 years, I can't believe it's been 8 more years, and then the last update was in 2016, and I'm like, what the fuck, you know? It was just such a weird site, and it made me feel really old, because I do remember when that site was being updated, like when there was new things being added to it. But and it's such a trip to look at that site now, because it's not formatted to, like, you know, the way you would do sites today. The text is tiny, because, you know, you're meant to look at it just on the screen, never, like, you know, on a mobile device or whatever. And yeah, the internet's a crazy place. I don't know. That's all I had to say about that. Hug your favorite sites, Konaru. Are you gonna do that tonight?
Yeah, I'm gonna go hug AKB48 Daily. I'm gonna go hug
You go hug Twitter.com.
I'm gonna hug Twitter.com. That's and Twitch, yeah.
And Twitch. Oh,
I don't think Twitch is gonna go anywhere anytime soon unless some big shit happens.
But yeah, I'm curious what Jasmine's suggestions of her favorite sites would have been. Fun fact: various early versions of this podcast, we're gonna have Molly and or Callie on at various points, and when I was asking Callie about what some of her sites would have been, she's like, they're all illegal, and I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you, Callie? But and then Molly's would have been a lot of like, she had some, I think she had an acting one, and then she had like a bunch of other 48 ones as well. Different ones than we had, funny enough. So I wish I knew what they were. There was an AKB48 online, I remember. Like AKB48 online that tried to be like Hello Online. Because I remember they had torrents, but it was never, ever kept up the same way Hello Online was. Even in terms of its tracker. Like the torrents were still better at Hello Online.
AKB48.
Huh? What was that?
I'm trying to look it up.
Yeah, I'm curious if it's still around. Let me see. Hold on. Because it was AKB48. Because
it took me straight to online shop, Keck.
It's what? It's AKB48 what?
No, it took me straight to like the AKB online shop.
How?
I don't know.
Oh, you're right.
Oh no, I meant like the Google search, like.
What's Bai?
A Bai is like a proxy service.
Oh yeah, that. They must
actually, I want to check their site.
I bet you they just bought up a bunch of obviously the site's gone. They probably just bought up a bunch of URLs and just directed to this, you know, which makes sense.
God, oh my God, I can't believe, dude. Okay, so I'm on the Bai website for like the AKB shop.
Yeah.
All their Sheshin stuff is literal phone selfies.
Oh really?
Yes, I'm not kidding. Their photo card pictures, all selfies.
Oh my God.
Like you could tell they were taken on a phone and they had to send them in.
That's awkward. Oh, you're right. I'm looking at. Oh, I still have it open. Let me see if I can pull this up. I think I deleted it. Fuck. If I didn't delete it, I'll pull it back up. Oh, I did it. Okay, here it goes. Yeah, look, they're all cell phone pictures. This is embarrassing.
That's so sad.
I was mentioning earlier, Ren owes me a birthday checky. I need to go talk to her later on. I keep forgetting. I remembered when I mentioned her earlier, and I'm like, she owes me a birthday checky. I'm like, that scoundrel.
It's such a boomer thing to say.
That scoundrel. Oh my God. But no, I mean, I'll talk to her about it later. It's not that important. And knowing her, she probably just did it. She probably just mailed it yesterday, really late, you know. But anyway, let's come back around and start wrapping this up. It's funny because when I thought we were late for school starting, I even mentioned that in our Discord. I was like, for me, when I used to go to, like, I'm not going to school this semester or whatever, school a lot of times would start after Labor Day, which is just coming up. So I'm like, am I really late? Are we really late for the stream? I don't think so.
Late.
But anyway, there's some other topics that I want to talk about in the future podcast episodes. This is going to be like, what's to come now that the podcast is back? What's to come? Question mark, dot, oh, oops. Ellipses. I finally watched. I actually didn't realize it was the same thing people were sharing on Twitter, but I finally watched that mini documentary of sorts on YouTube about the junior idols.
Oh, I'm not watching that.
You should watch it. It's actually a very interesting watch. Mainly because I think a lot of people
I don't trust anything by the BBC.
Well, let me finish. I think a lot of people who watched it, I'll say this here because I don't know if we're ever going to cover this on the podcast, and if we do, it probably won't be with Konaru. Not so much because I don't trust Konaru's opinion, but she obviously says she don't want to watch it. But I will say this: I think people's issue with it is I mean, the fandoms on Twitter and whatever, is that they misunderstand what a junior idol is. I've mentioned it millions of times. I've always been very about the junior idol scene. Now, for those who don't know,
everyone's like that though.
Huh?
I think everyone is just about it.
Yeah, the junior idol scene, for those who don't know, is not the same idol scene that people know of. It's typically under 15, usually under 15. But when people think of junior idols, it's usually even younger than that. And this particular documentary follows 12-year-olds. And I remember back in the day, there was this IdolCon. I forgot what the fuck it was called. It might have been called IdolCon. But it was happening in Washington. Or Oregon. It's somewhere in the north. Doesn't matter. It's somewhere in the northwest. It was happening. And they were going to get a junior idol, like an 8 or 9-year-old idol, to come. And it was so... And like, the con got a lot of bad flack about it. And people were like, get a real idol, not one of the junior idols. For those that don't know, it's a very odd thing. Imagine all the idol trappings, but with a literal child. And I know you might be like, there's still a child at teenage. No, not even a teenager, like a literal child.
Like, pretty uncomfortable whenever I go to cons and see like Love Live cosplayers trying to do like, you know, idol activity stuff. Like, I don't know, doesn't sit well with me because like, we're in such a different culture and everything.
Yeah.
That's like a more vulnerable culture, honestly. So even if like just any kids, I try not to be around kids, honestly.
I mean that's valid. Not because what?
Oh no, just I was going on.
Oh, well, anyhow, it's. I don't know. It's an interesting watch. It does. I will admit. Once again, I'll say this now. I will admit there's a very awkward scene, and I mean awkward to watch, like in general. Where I don't mean for the idol stuff. Where they're interviewing a fan, and he's speaking in English, but it's clear that his English is very not. I mean, it's not poor, but it's not. Poor. It's not that. Yeah, and you could tell that they're kind of like drilling him and asking him questions that he probably can't rightfully put in English, like the answers. I might not even understand the question, but it seemed like he was just having trouble replying because he might not know how to reply fully. And that whole thing, if I was editing that, if I was the fucking investigative reporter, I would have stopped the interview. Maybe he didn't have a translator. Maybe that's what was the issue. I would have been like, let's do this in Japanese, and we'll do it in Japanese. But doing it in English, it was just like, I felt like they kind of cornered this guy. I felt like, you know. And he was the one that they asked about, like, you know, why do all these older men follow them? And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna go on that tangent about, like, you know, older fans, younger girls or whatever, because it's a cultural thing, and I always use this thing, and I'm not saying it's right because of this, but you see the exact same thing on the opposite gender when you have, and there are junior idols for boys as well. And
it's just not widely talked about. I mean, same thing with, like, you know, oh my god, I'm gonna bring this up. I know K-pop and everything, but I see a lot of like mid to late age women, like, you know, the cougar kind, going after like
and that's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, it's the same. You see it, like, the exact same thing.
It's not widely talked about because he's getting ass or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, so lucky. Like, but it was the opposite end. You know, it's pretty creepy. I think both are creepy, honestly.
It's. I mean, it's a weird cultural thing. I'll admit that the junior idol thing's a lot more harder to defend than the actual idol scene, just because once again it involves literal children, and there's not really a separation between the two in terms of. I mean, there definitely is in terms of marketing, because it definitely is a junior. That's where the term comes from, and I think a lot of people on Twitter, the English-speaking world, the English-speaking fandom, I should say. I think that was their first introduction to junior idols, because obviously Japan. First of all, you can't really look that stuff up. Try to Google that, and you'll probably get the FBI after you. But
yeah, puts you on some lists. You know?
So you can't really. You only really find out about that if you just talk to enough people, read enough things, because it's not something unless you're looking for it. Which, don't get me started if you're looking for it. But unless you're looking for that specific, you're not going to come across it because it's not mainstream at all. It is the niche of the niche of the niche. But I don't know. It always struck me as odd. The documentary, like I said, to jump back to the documentary, I want to say, with the exception of that one interview that I would have taken out completely, I don't think it was that bad. It actually, they did a couple other interviews, and they were all done they were all done in Japanese, and there were no, like, I didn't feel that anybody was like, and I haven't watched the whole interviews uncut, so I don't know, but I didn't feel like anybody was probably like cut up to like say weird things, and yeah, the comment sections of the story, try not to read that on YouTube, because there's a lot of bullshit going on there, but that's any YouTube video, I think. But one day I'd like to discuss that more in depth, but today's not that day. Today is not that day, but there is that one, and I still want to talk about Tokyo Idols. Well, now we probably do. You know what? One day I'm calling it now. It ain't gonna be next week. It ain't gonna be the week after that. It'll be someday. We're gonna do a thing on some of the big idol documentaries that we haven't covered. Like, we're not gonna talk about the BNK48 one, which is amazing.
Oh, I recently watched the most recent.
Oh yeah, there's two more I think since that one we talked about. But yeah.
No, one more.
Oh, there's one more. I thought there was two more. But yeah, there's definitely one more that came out. I think it was coming out when we were talking about the other one. But yeah.
It was in production, but
yeah.
It was really good. I want to do another review on it. Hopefully, I'm gonna actually rewatch it.
Is it on something?
Try to huh?
Is it on something?
It's on Netflix.
Oh, it's on Netflix. I didn't know that. I'm gonna look it up then.
Yeah.
for those you don't know this, Konaru, but it's a running joke on DTL, because during a DTL there was a show I wanted to watch. It's like way early on, like 3 or 4 months ago. There's a show I wanted to watch that was brought up, and I'm like, oh, I don't have Netflix right now, and Warren's all like, it's fine, you can borrow my Netflix. And TLDR, not only have I been logged into it, but I've been totally watching his Netflix. Like, you know, I've been leeching off. I'm that person. I've been leeching off his Netflix for about like 2 or 3 months now. And it got to the point where I was sending memes. Like, Molly wasn't supposed to tell him, but she told him on another DTL. But I had sent her a meme that was all like, oh man, in September Netflix is raising its rates by $2. Like, I sure hope the person who's paying for my account can afford that. And I'm like, that's me at Warren. And she told Warren. Like, that bastard. But yeah. But I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it on Warren's Netflix. That's what I was getting at there. It's a running joke, and whenever something gets brought up, like, I'm gonna watch it on your Netflix. But yeah. So yeah, that's a thing. I even made my own account and everything like that. Like, I'm just like totally leeching off of him.
Disgusting.
It is. I find it weird to be idolizing. Oh, we're talking about the junior idol things, but good for them. It's funny because I do think there definitely is not to jump back to the junior idol thing, but I do think there is a parallel in the U.S. and I mentioned this many a time. Is that there's definitely a parallel, like, in the pageant scene. I don't know what there probably is a better word than that.
Yeah,
but, you know,
like the kids beauty pageant scene.
Yeah, there definitely is a parallel to it in the U.S., but that too is like a crazy underground niche. But I don't know how to say this without something uber controversial, especially because it's something people would know and might defend. But that definitely, because I know the types of people more, because they're like our culture, that definitely seems to attract more of the wrong people. Let's not forget there was that whole controversy on YouTube like 2 years ago. I'm not gonna name much details, so I don't want to get like somehow YouTube to like ban us for this. But where people were putting timestamps in videos, remember that, Konaru? Like that was a huge thing, and that's actually why you can't comment on kids' videos anymore.
Yeah.
Because it
I
used,
remember that.
yeah, like now if you make content for kids, like you can't comment, the comment section is turned off. If you go to most Sesame Street videos, for example, like I went to the C is for Cookie thing the other day, and I was gonna make a stupid comment like everyone makes, like, oh, this is the first death metal song, you know, like, you know, C is for Cookie, you know, that bullshit. But and I was gonna make a stupid comment like that. Everyone's done it. I know it's not original, but I was like, oh, I'm drunk. I'm gonna make this comment. And I noticed the comments were off, and I remembered that was the whole thing. That like a lot of kids' videos got their comments turned off because people were doing like shit like that. They're like, oh, they wouldn't say anything. They'd be like 1812, and if you clicked on 1812, it was like somebody like, you know, doing the splits or something. You know, we'll just leave it at that. You know what I mean? But yeah. And so yeah, my point to bringing this up is that you already have like crazy people like that, but then again, you have people like that all over the world. Unfortunately, round them up and kill them all. I don't know. That shouldn't be a controversial thing to say. I said it. You know, cancel me on that if you want, but good luck trying. But anyway. But yeah, what's to come after that? Next week, we're definitely doing the podcast. I'm gonna try to get Jasmine on instead. Next week, I don't know what the topic will be. I still have a string of topics lined up. Like I said, I don't really want to spill them all because I like to see which one I feel like I could write, especially like an outline for. Like this one seems simple enough that we just came up with 2 or 3 sites, and that we would just talk the shit, like, because it's been weeks, and that's what we did. But yeah, in the future I'll probably have to write a few more notes, and we'll see. And then Halloween's coming up, and to be honest, that's the bigger reason, because I'm getting ready for some Halloween things. I need to talk to like Melancholia and everyone else, you know, to come back around for another Halloween roundabout, and we'll see what special, and Ren, to see what other ones we want to do. I want to do like some Halloween. I mean, not to jump the gun here, but like I'm already planning Halloween, is I want to do like things that scared us before but don't anymore, like the fears we got over. Like, you know, I wanted just to talk horror movies, like J horror movies that we've never done, and get some people there. For those who don't know, I do some movie streams with the people, so there might be some A to J crossovers for Halloween. We'll see. But yeah, there's probably gonna be a whole streaming schedule for October that'll be up in the next couple weeks. So Konaru, try not to be busy any Tuesdays in October. And for those who don't know, Halloween's on a Saturday this year, but we're all in lockdown. So we're already talking about a Halloween DTL. Well, we'll get drunk in costume and probably regret everything we do. But yeah. And that's that.
Oh, that's fun.
It will be fun. Because obviously I don't really do much during Halloween anyway. Like I would go out to Carnival. For those who don't know, Carnival is like the street parade thingy in West Hollywood. But that's not happening because of COVID. So yeah. So we're just gonna drink at home. And I don't know who's gonna be on that one yet, but everything's in the planning stages for all this stuff. But yeah, hopefully it all pans out the way I want it to. We'll see what happens. But yeah, like I said, what's to do with Konaru besides you're debuting Sunday, right?
Yes.
And you have no other streams till then, so it's Sunday and then.
No, I have no other streams until then. Yeah, just kind of working on behind the scenes stuff, and that's really it. Please follow me on Twitter. Oh yes,
follow her and everything. There'll be links to all the sites that we mentioned, and to all of our socials in the description. Also, tune in this Thursday, on this channel. Me. Probably Warren, he might have jury duty, RIP, but me, probably Warren, Callie, and maybe Molly as well, will be playing Pajama Sam, No Need to Hide When It's Dark Outside.
What? Pajama Sam? No way!
Yeah, we're playing
How'd you get that?
I mean, it's on, all the games are on Steam. And
what?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I know what I'm playing now.
So yeah, we're gonna play
for stream.
We're playing Pajama Sam, No Need to Hide When It's Dark Outside. Last week we did Putt Saves His Deal, but this week we do Pajama Sam, and we have some. Well, at least I have some ideas for when we're done. We might do a round of Carmen San Diego. We might do a round of Oregon Trail. I have a lot of old school like quick games that we can play instead. I have Mario's Game Gallery. That's probably the better one to do, but we'll see. We have a plan in case we beat it too early this week. But yeah, that's on Thursday, and then on Saturdays are DTL. I already mentioned I'm talking wuxia. It seems to be like when I was drunk, I accidentally said it last week. Oops. So my topic's out there. We try to keep it secret just for fun. We don't vote anymore, so it's kind of an awkward thing to watch our endings. Unfortunately, we're trying to find a way to make those more like, how do we wrap this up? I'll pay someone on Fiverr to figure it out. I don't know, but this week's episode will be the same as last week, I believe, host-wise. So tune in for that. But we should all be more on point. Last week we wrapped it up kind of early because we just moved really fast. But that's that. Konaru and what's her face, Racheal, both debut this weekend. Konaru is Nyaru, and Racheal is Eleanor, the Bat Queen or whatever.
That means next week you have to start calling me Nyaru.
I am not gonna do that.
Yeah, you kind of have to. It's part of the brand.
Oh my!
That or I boycott this podcast.
Oh my god, we're gonna have some discussions later on. Not right now. We're gonna have some discussions later on. For those who don't watch, I mean, usually it's exasperated when I'm drunk, but I'm bad with names. You should be lucky I consistently call you Konaru at all.
You do not consistently call me Konaru.
You're lucky that I call you Konaru as much as I do. Let me put it like that, because it's gonna be so hard to change that now. I'm just saying. I don't even know. It's one of the issues that I have when people like legit change their name for more legit reasons, where I'm like, I'm just bad with names. Like, you don't understand. It's like I just can't say things. Like I'm old. I don't know.
Sorry, you're a boomer, but that's not my issue.
The stream is over, lol. Oh, I just got it. Oh, sorry, Vladdy D. Yeah, we're done. We're actually sorry. We kind of lingered because Konaru dropped a bomb on me about a name. Oops. But yeah, we're totally done. Sorry. Thursday we'll be streaming gaming. Friday nothing. But Thursday streaming gaming. Saturday I'm streaming DTL with other DTL peoples. Sunday Konaru streaming, and then Tuesday we start this game all over again here at UPZ. But in between Konaru we'll be streaming on Monday. I think I'll be streaming Monday too for some other thing that I might share on A to J, but we'll see. Follow us join our Discord group, because we're trying to make that more active and more like, I mean, it's barely starting to be active, but I mean, I'm trying to put more like at least notices, because I don't want to plug our socials too much with like all the constant updates. So I'm like, Discord will have it. If you follow us on Twitch, you'll see it. But yeah, sub to us on Twitch. It is September, 30% off. If you want to support us on Patreon, it's patreon.com/DJConnections. We do have some interviews coming up, so we'll get those early. And I already mentioned that I'm starting my writings, and I haven't talked to Konaru about this like all fully, but I want to do like some little really easy month-to-month things, like just really simple things to like almost make it like a private blog. I don't know how else to put it. But yeah, so keep an eye out for that. Funny, I come up with this when we're getting content again. Oops. But it doesn't matter, we'll still do it. If you can't support us any other way financially, then honestly just subscribe to us like on YouTube, watch our shit, follow social media. Is the easiest way to do any of that. Tell your friends about us. I don't know. I mean,
do something.
Yeah, something.
Get a job.
Get a job, sir. But anyway, good night. Thank you all for tuning in.
Good night.
See you soon. Peace out. Sorry, Vladdy D, for coming in too late, bro. It's cool. Good night.